A lot of different parameters, a lot of different things to kind of keep everybody in the loop on, and that's what we'll continue to do here. There's the, again, the update as of midnight now. Remember, we are getting hourly updates now, and at any hour we can get this to a category 3. The official forecast had this becoming a major hurricane at 2 a.m. In the morning, so that's not too far from where we are right now. That may actually pan out that way. Pressure down to 958 millibars this evening, and that's continuing to go down gradually. So with the new intensity forecast, didn't change the storm surge advisories, but what it did change on two fronts is the amount of storm surge and the change in the actual surge itself, with it being just a little bit stronger. The purple had been 10 to 13. Now it's 12 to 16 feet. And then as the storm goes by to the northeast, this isn't new, but it's something that's still there. On the backside of the storm system, you get the strong northeasterly winds. That in and of itself can create issues along the coast, and it can also back up to St. John. So we're going to be watching those two angles as well. All right, track of the tropics, the wind field continues to expand and get larger and larger, hugging the west coast of the Florida Peninsula here. And the other thing that's going on, look at the wave action here. Right in there, just had a chance to ping that, coming in at 34-foot wave right now. 34-foot seas. That's going to create a tremendous amount of surge up and down the Big Bend area, coming into the Tampa Bay area right now. Not just the surge, but the heavy rain. We've got that ongoing, and you can see these bands as they continue to funnel in. You start sometimes getting some what we call eardrop-looking features here, and sometimes those can be quick-developing tornadoes. We'll have to watch that. And due west of the Tampa radar, there's the eye of Idalia right now. We've got winds here that were pinging 106 just a couple of moments ago when I was playing around with that. Again, we'll watch the eye, we'll watch the wind, we'll watch the rain. Just a lot going on tonight.
Yes, and the good news is, at least though, with the latest track of the storm moving farther away from us, wind potential, peak wind potential here in Central Florida has gone down a bit. Here is a look at what we can expect. Most of us here in Central Florida will see tropical storm strength winds, the winds of around 35 to 57 miles per hour expected for tomorrow. Even some areas down into Brevard and Osceola County may not see tropical storm strength winds. It'll be breezy and blustery, but not nearly as strong as folks along the I-4 corridor points westward. Still could see the potential, though, I think, for a couple of hurricane force winds in far northwestern Marion County. But other than that, I think most of us will see tropical storm strength winds. Still, though, with winds that strong, we could see the potential for some power outages for tomorrow, especially for I-4 on westward and up to the north, though, far northwestern counties and even Flagler counties, where the winds are just going to be a tad stronger there. We could see power outages likely in those areas, but you can see, because of the way the system is moving inland across the Big Bend region there, again away from us, the impacts are going to be a little bit less here in Central Florida. For Marion County, we've backed off on the winds a bit here for you folks. 45 to 55 mile per hour wind gusts now. An isolated wind gust could be stronger than that, but rainfall is still a big concern. Tony showed you the radar already. You can see those bands just coming in from south to north. Eventually, that's going to make its way north into Marion County. So we're looking at about 4 to 6 inches of rain, with some isolated areas getting 7 inches or more than that. You're currently under a flood watch, and we are also watching the possibility for tornadoes there as well. For Sumter County, we backed off on the winds here as well. Wind gusts as strong as 50 miles per hour. 5 to 7 inches of rain, possibly some localized higher amounts. You're currently under flood watch until about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You're currently also under a hurricane warning. Here's a look at the 12 hours as we look ahead from 7 a.m. tomorrow through about 7 p.m. tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s. We will see very squally weather and gusty winds throughout the day tomorrow. If you didn't see your county, don't worry. I'll hit them coming up next time in our next weather hit coming up.